Hey, what's up, guys? It's me again, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I am back with a new story. The name of this story is What If Naruto Was Betrayed and Became Master? And yeah, guys, it is an unscripted story. Now, before continuing this, who is Master? It is my own type ish character that is based off of, well, Jigsaw from Saw movie, or Jigsaw movie if you saw that. And I was watching my Instagram basically, and I saw scrolling through the reels this Alice in the Wonderland clip in which a blonde haired girl who was biting on a tacky dies because of a neckband. And I discovered some clips on YouTube. I could not stomach the, bizarre death scenes in the show. Some of the guys requested it in the past. Thank God I didn't listen to them because I was not into this type of show. But since I couldn't get it out of my head, I knew I had to get it out of my system somehow. So here you go, a story on it. So make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my Apollo Chia channel as well if you haven't done so already. And disclaimer, again disclaimer, this might get a little bit messy, bloody, as well as dark. So yeah, disclaimer, guys. And without any further ado, now let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins 16 years after the QB attack, inside the Rice Country, in front of a prison gate. This was the blood prison in which the most dangerous and heinous criminals from all across the elemental nations were sent, as currently one criminal has been discharged after 3 years worth of his punishment. As there he stood, wearing a black overcoat with a mesh shirt and black long shorts with shinobi sandals, with blonde mop of hair that was a little bit dirty and overgrown, but still wild as it was, and with cold, frosty blue eyes that were no longer irises but had black slits in them. His whisker marks were a little bit thicker than usual, and his teeth had a few canines in them. Finally I'm free. Bless the Rice Country's daimyo for those who have behaved, allowing their punishments to be cut short. Well, I'm sorry to say, dear Fox, that you're not here to see this, but don't worry. I'll make your sacrifice worthwhile. I'm gonna make sure I make them pay for the both of our sake. As Naruto then began to walk away from that prison cell. As he was walking aimlessly, we see Naruto was in deep thoughts as it began to rain heavily, but he didn't care. He continued to walk within that heavy rain, just away from that prison cell. As he remembered, 3 years prior, when he was 13 and a loudmouth brash kid, he lost everything. And it all happened because of Sasuke Uchiha and his ego. Because he wanted to go towards Orochimaru to gain power, while back in Konoha, everyone worshipped, literally licked the ground where he walked upon. He left that behind to go to a traitor, becoming a traitor, but in the eyes of the whole village, it was his fault that he had failed. He had failed to retrieve back Sasuke Uchiha, and for that he was sent to Blood Prison for 3 years or so. And so, after fulfilling his punishment, Naruto has left because no one came there to retrieve him, making it certain that they did not want him back. As Naruto continued to walk, suddenly he bumped into someone. "Ah, I apologize for that," said the man, with a familiar voice that Naruto was also familiar with. As Naruto halted, "Itachi Uchiha." "We meet again," said Naruto with a smile of his own as he turned. As Itachi for the first time felt chills run down his spine because this Naruto, he looked unnerving. He looked the same, yet still not the same. It was kind of hard to explain for him. There was some sort of ferocity that was hidden underneath his skin. "What happened to you? I thought you were in Blood Prison. Got released today. Fancy seeing you here. Since you're here and alone, I would ask you the same question that I asked you before. Come with me and make this easy for yourself." As Itachi got into fight stances, Naruto cracked his neck and said, "Oh, I'm just getting started. Why not begin with you then? And so, now we see, both of them clashed. But in the next moment, Itachi was knocked out cold. And when he woke up, he found himself in an abandoned home, tied to a chair with metal chains. He couldn't escape from them, even while using chakra. Why? Because he was in deep pain. Turns out he was nothing more than a stump now. Both of his arms and legs were removed. What have you done to me? I knew you, Itachi. You are the second genius from the Uchiha clan who was considered a prodigy. Do you think I would let you remain in one piece after knocking you out? I'm not the same foolish brass child. What happened to you? You can thank your little brother for this, but you don't need to worry about that. But you see, I might have crafted a plan while you were knocked out cold for how to get them back. And trust me when I say this, I will. But right now, I need to take care of you. I need to take away from Sasuke the only thing that he craves. You and his revenge. And so, Naruto laughed while Itachi screamed. Naruto didn't kill him yet. He tortured him. Tortured him to the point where he literally blurted out everything. Itachi Uchiha, the genius and the cold person who rarely spoke anything, the Genjutsu master, was broken at the hands of Naruto, who was released from the blood prison like a monster. As now we see, after a week we go towards Amegakure, the rain village, which was, well, always covered in rain 24/7. Using the secret alleyways network that only a few people knew, Naruto was able to get inside and enter the base of operations for the Akatsuki, which Naruto found out through Itachi that was an organization who was aiming for world domination currently, and were after the Jinchurikis, meaning they were after him in a sense. Even if it wasn't a Jinchuriki, they wouldn't stop. Itachi, poor soul, because he just wanted to get away from Naruto, blurted that out. So Naruto knew that he had to make sure that before he gets his sweet revenge that he desires, he needs to take care of these bastards. So that is what he did. He knocked them out one by one, tied them up, and began to prepare a grand gift for them. As now we see within a room with the single light bulb hanging down, all of them woke up as Zetsu then said, "What is going on here?" Zetsu, Toby, as one by one all of them looked towards one another. Who is behind this? We need to find out, and immediately, but before Pain could say anything, his neck exploded with an explosive seal implanted into it, causing his smears to appear everywhere. Even the real Nagato was killed like this, as that is when Naruto appeared on the screen that was placed there. Our old television. Hello there, Akatsuki. My name is Naruto Uzumaki. But right now, you can call me the Master. And I want to play a game with you. A game in which you will get to decide who will live and who will die. There can only be one survivor. What kind of sick joke is this? You will pay for this, Uzumaki, yelled out Toby. Obito, Obito, Obito. It seems you're not able to understand. Each and every one of you have more than enough of explosives trapped within your own skin, on your neck, that if I trigger it, you will die. But lucky for you, I don't have the control over that trigger. The matrix that I created does. So, you have only one job, and one job alone. You are divided into two teams: Toby, Zetsu, Konan, and Kisame. While Deidara, Sasori, Hidan, and Kakazu are in one team. Had to even the odds. Sorry for killing Nagato. So, as I was saying, the team that is able to sacrifice one of their own members is the one who wins and gets to live and move on. What kind of sick joke is this? Do you think we would sit here and... It seems you're not understanding. As Hidan as well as Conan's head exploded. There goes two of your teammates. Well, now again, the odds are even. 3 and 3 on both sides. What the hell is wrong with this kid? Said Hidan. He's killing us left and right. And I will continue to do so if you don't play by my rules. And let's just say, I'm itching for just coming there myself and stopping the game. And adding more brutality to it. Oh, please. Please, I want you to stop. We have to play by his rules, said Zetsu. As Toby nodded. As Kisame as well, so who is going to go? Not like this. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to decide. 10, 9, wait! How are we to sacrifice? I almost forgot. As Naruto pulled the lever as 2 chairs got out from each side, back to back. All you have to do is strap them onto this wooden chair. Tightly. Making sure they won't be able to escape. So is this going to be, boys? You have 10 seconds to decide. And so? That's when Toby nodded and grabbed onto Kisame and threw him there. What the hell? As before Kisame could do anything, he was tied there. I can't die, I'm the immortal. So it's obvious that I'll be going there. As now we see, Hidan was tied there, while Kakazu as well as Sasori stood there and watched. Alright, since you have chosen your players, it's time for the punishment. Instead of those 2 who have been chosen, the rest of the 2 who were spared were the ones who were killed, shocking them as their necks exploded, while the 2 got straight through, stabbed by spears through their skulls, killing them with the most brutal way possible, while those 2 who sat there were shocked. What the hell is going on? Said Hidan. You think I would play fair? This is the problem, you see. You never heard the rules. So, I had to give it to you straight. One of you would be able to survive if he sat on the chair. The rest would be sacrificed. You never said that. Oh, must have slipped my mind then. Well, anyways, it's time to make the sacrifice. What? Said Kisame. But you said that. Oh, you believe what I say? Oh, you pathetic fools. I don't even know how you got the rank of the S-rank shinobis. Time for you to meet your maker. And in your case, Hidan, you're Jashin-sama. As from up there, 2 helmets lowered themselves to the ground, and from the ground a glass tube rose, and then water began to fill the inside of it until it was filled up their head. Kisame grinned. I can breathe in water, you asshole. Seems like you didn't thought about that. Once I break free from here. As that is when, Naruto said, you'd think I wouldn't notice. As that is when, Naruto pulled the lever, causing them to be electrocuted and giving them the extreme level of shocks, almost taking the whole power out of the village and burning the coils, killing them. Even the immortal Hidan was fried. Well, that was fun. Since now it is done and dealt with, time to move on to my plan. Oh, Konoha, you're going to be in for a surprise. As now we see, back in Konoha, everything was as normal as it was. Tsunade was doing her normal job, and it was nighttime. It has been a few weeks since Naruto was released and the letter has been dispatched. When it almost took a month due to the delayed services because of the civilians' traveling pace, the letter arrived. And once Tsunade heard this letter, she was shocked as her eyes widened. Naruto got released. And so she gathered everyone. Why have you gathered us, Sensei? Asked Sakura. Naruto is released. You didn't know? His punishment of 3 years has been finally fulfilled. It's time for us to go get him back. Of course. That idiot. If he had not been careless like that, it would not have come to this. You don't need to worry about him, Sakura. Once we give him a bowl of ramen and a little bit of pep talk, and that believe that he's going to be the Kage, he'll be on our side again. That is how Naruto is. I wish he wouldn't have changed. Unbeknownst to them, Naruto was observing this. Oh, how I wish she was here, Kurama. This is going to be glorious. And the Akatsuki, they have given me the ideas. But I need some time for that. And so, Naruto vanished for a whole year. As Naruto's 17th birthday came, it was October 9th, and Konoha unfortunately had to deal with well, the cold, sad truth that Naruto has left them. He never came back for a year. Even after a month's worth of being released, he never did. Now, most of them believe that it might have been because Konoha never went to get him because they might have forgotten, and Naruto thought that they didn't care. After all, it has been 3 years since Naruto was sent there for his punishment. But what they did not know was another storm was brewing, because within the home of the fourth Hokage, a game plan was being laid out by the master, as letters of invitation were sent for them to be gathered there. And on 9th October, the Konoha 11 arrived there, alongside with Tsunade, Jiraiya, and the elders and the council members. And what followed suit them was a doll, a creepy looking doll on a scooter that arrived outside. "Hello everyone, my name is Master," said a distorted voice, "and I would love to play a game with all of you. What kind of sick joke is this? We were told that we would be revealed something important if we came here. Do you know what you're doing, messing with the whole council?" "Oh, trust me, I do. I have a bone to pick with each and every one of you. So I suggest you sit down, because there is no way out of this. At least for most of you now." As one of the civilians decided to go outside only for something to happen. A spike that was placed above a explosive seal and some gunpowder exploded, piercing through the skull of the council member, killing him then and there, as many of them screamed, "What the hell is going on here?" Says Tsunade, "I'm the Kage of this damn village. Anbus, arrest this man!" As nothing happened. Anbus, no matter how much you yell, no matter how much you call for, nobody's going to come here. Welcome to my playland, where only rule is to survive. Let the game begin. And so, as green gas was released, and once they woke up, they all were tied. They all had their hands tied behind their backs, and there was a metal plate surrounding their necks, and it had explosives, same mechanism that killed the woman earlier, but at 4 different angles, 2 on each side of the neck and back and front as well, pointed towards them. As the screen lit up, an old TV. "Hello everyone. The devices on your neck have the same mechanism that you saw in action earlier, as an example of a poor councilman. Now, I want you to reveal each and every secret that you hold, the darkest one. And if you lie, you will die." As one by one, some of them who were cowards revealed, while the others, they didn't, such as Koharu and Homura. "I'm not falling for this." "What do you mean by this? We have to play by his rules." "Danzo, you're saying this? Do you understand what would happen if we confess? Even if we survive later on, there can only be one. Then let it be known that I would rather die as a hero." As suddenly, Homura, Koharu were the ones, alongside many of the civilian council members who didn't spoke, to die, as they were washed out. And in the next level, again as the smoke disappeared, they all woke up, but they had their ankles tied, and on the other side, the chain was quite short, and in the center was a small box, and on the walls of the room that they were now in were huge blades, saw blades that were still. As the screen lit up as they woke up, "What kind of sick fuck are you? You have killed enough people as it is. I'm telling you, once I get out of here and I find out who you are, I'm gonna kill you." "That is, if you get out of here, Tsunade. Remember, there's only one who can get out. Whoever this sick bastard is, he's good. Can't you come up with a counter of the smoke? It's a sedative, an extremely dangerous one." "There is no counter, because I am the one who created it. I need some chemicals, and there are none here, Jiraiya." Damn it. Damn it all. So we're just trapped here? Unfortunately, we are. As now we see, Naruto then said, as the form of master, because the doll was still present. "Now, this game is quite simple. You are divided on a soul basis here, each against the other. The one who gets the key in the box for themselves first would be the one to be able to free themselves within 8 seconds. As everyone got up, what? The chains are too short. I don't care. It is up to you to decide. As one of them tried to move, pulling the other person back. What? Oh, I almost forgot. The chains are tied to the other person. If you try to move forward, another person might die. Someone you know, someone you love. So be very careful. And so now we see. As the game began, Ino tried to dive and got the key. As soon as she did so, she heard a scream that was familiar, as she saw that it was her own father, whose back was now being ripped apart, straight by the saw blade that was spinning at higher speeds, causing his blood to splatter everywhere. As everyone stood still. You have 8 seconds, remember? As the chains begin to tug them back. No! As many begin to dash. As Hinata tried to do so, but she was pulled back by her own father, as her neck was cleaved off. As for Neji, he and Tenten had to make a choice, as Tenten that said, "Go on, Neji." No. As Neji then stabbed himself. No, Neji! Said Lee, as well as Tenten, as they watched as Neji killed himself. Why? Because he knew that his clan was done for, because the clan matriarch was so selfish that he killed his own daughter to save his skin. While on the other side, the parents tried to sacrifice themselves only for the wrong person to be the one to be saved, while their own kids, some of them died. As Tsunami watched Kiba died in front of her eyes, as the one she saved was Tsunade. Tsunade and those who had survived were shocked, and in the end Sakura was shocked as she jumped forward, thinking that it might kill someone else, only for it to be her mother, as 3 blades cleaved through her skull, cutting it and ripping it apart. Only the center half of her face, her lips, nose, and center part of her eyes and skull fell to her, close to her feet, as she screamed and barfed. After the second game was over, more than 80% of the people were killed. The only remaining survivors were none other than Tsunade, Jiraiya, Danzo, and Sakura. The rest, they had died, or they did not have any will to live, such as Lee, who sacrificed himself, only to find out that it was not Tenten who he was saving. It was actually Kakashi. As Kakashi just stood there, as he let the blades cleave through him, because he seemed to know something and figured it out and was extremely depressed, while the others were still trying to survive. Whoever did this, Jiraiya, we need to find him. All this blood, all this death, it's on his hands. I know. He will pay for it. Trust me, Tsunade. I'm not gonna make his life easy for him. He has a lot to answer. A lot. Congratulations. You are now in the final game. As suddenly, now we see they woke up after being passed out, as tied in front of them were Danzo and Kakashi, laying on platforms, and in the center was a huge tub of a liquid from which the smoke was coming out. What is going on? As they tried to break free, they couldn't. What? Oh my god, said Danzo. Is that acid? How do you know that, Danzo? That smell, that stench. I know acid because the pipe networks from my root base, they all go there, and whenever an acid work is done, I know that smell. Truth? You're still operating it? Yes. It seems that you all are awake. Welcome to the final game. After which, you will be at the grand finale. But I thought this was the final game. Game it is, but the finale is still left. The rules are simple. The one who is able to pull the lever and fast is the one who gets to save himself. But that would have been quite simple, right? So I added a twist. There are 5 levers actually, all in front of each and every one of those who are watching, including yours. If those three who are watching pull the lever towards the person they want to save and the person pushes the lever to the other side, the one who doesn't get any vote would be the one to die. As Danzo gulped, I know this. You all are about to get rid of me, don't you? Know this, Tsunade. You are a disgrace to the Senju clan. I am an esteemed elder. I have fought war for this village and I'm not gonna get myself killed over no name Hatake. It's right, Tsunade-sama. Danzo is right. Okay. Pause. I seem to have realized that I made a mistake. In the previous game, I ended up killing Kakashi accidentally, but that was actually Guy. So yeah, in the flow, I was meant to kill Guy, but I accidentally spoke Kakashi. Now we resume to the current game in which Kakashi is alive and is about to die, because Guy sacrificed himself to save Kakashi actually. I hope that makes sense now, because I know most of you guys must have gotten confused. So, now we continue. As now we see, Tsunade, Jiraiya, Sakura, and Kakashi made their choice. Danzo was the only one who didn't get a vote, but only voted himself. No! As the huge bowl of acid was then spilled upon top of Danzo, killing him then and there, causing his skin and flesh and tissues, everything to melt right in front of their eyes, alongside the metal post in which he was laying on. As suddenly, since half of it was melted, it began to turn towards the other, and the remaining acid was now coming towards Kakashi. No, not like this, said Tsunade as she witnessed Kakashi screams in agony before he too perished. You sick bastard! You killed him! We played by your rules! You killed everyone! Yes, I did. Who are you? What is this grand finale about? As that is when we see the master arrived, same wearing the old clothes and the mask until he took it off. Hello everyone. As that is when it almost felt like they had a heart attack. Naruto? You did this? Says Tsunade. Yes, why wouldn't I? How could you? You killed so many innocent people. Innocent? As Naruto began to laugh like a fully lunatic. These innocent. What about me, Tsunade? What about the child who trusted you? Saw you as his family. He saw everyone here who died as a family member of his own in one way or another. But they all stabbed him in the back when he needed them the most. I told you there would be a grand finale, right? It's time to show you your grand finale. You three will be the witnesses of something that I have prepared while you have been busy for the past month or so playing my games. What? Month? Of course. I have been giving you sedative doses of that gas in dangerous amounts, making you vulnerable to it. If you try to breathe oxygen now, you will die. What happened to you, kid? This isn't the Naruto Yes, this isn't the Naruto that you threw into the blood prison. This is a Naruto that arrived outside of it. Thanks to you, said Naruto, with a still smile on his face while his eyes didn't blink. They were wide, and they were glowing red with slits in them, as he was smiling. This is the fruit of your hard work that you done on me, trying to destroy my life. But, as I promised, the finale. As Naruto pressed the button that he was holding, as out came a stretcher, on which tied was Orochimaru and Sasuke Uchiha. As Naruto straightened up the stretcher so that now they were laying down while standing up, strapped to the, stretcher as they were. Hello there, Sasuke. Orochimaru, remember me? As Orochimaru's and Sasuke's face mask was taken off. You sick bastard! I'm gonna kill you! Yelled out Orochimaru as Naruto then literally stabbed a taser in his mouth, causing him to be electrocuted dangerously until he began to foam from his arm. Sorry about that. You have something to say as well, Sasuke? As Sasuke knew that if he spoke, he was about to die, so he remained quiet. Good boy. The grand finale is that both of them get to see something. As out came Itachi Uchiha in a broken vegetative state. What have you done to him, Sasuke? What else? The biggest revenge I could get on Sasuke was to take away his revenge ability. For the past year or so, I'm the one who has been keeping him hostage, Sasuke. And now, in front of your very eyes, Naruto brought out a dagger and went towards Itachi. Lifting up his face, Naruto stabbed and slowly dragged the knife across his throat, slitting it in the most slowest way possible, giving Itachi agony. But he was so far gone that he didn't even flinch, as Sasuke was now like a rabid animal. As Naruto then brought out a gun, specially imported from the Snow Country because their, tech was fast and developed. It was a gun that was used at the cattle farms to kill cows humanely as possible with a bullet to the brain. As Naruto then moved towards Orochimaru, I'm gonna show you what this puppy can do. As Naruto literally just pressed and tapped it and pressed the button, killing Orochimaru then and there as Orochimaru slumped down. And then Sasuke was looking at him as Naruto looked at him directly. I told you, Uchiha. I will win. If not then later on. Isn't that right? As Naruto began to press that, but not into the skull, into his arms, hands, body, everywhere, causing extreme amount of agony and pain to Sasuke. Come on, Sakura-chan, aren't you going to cheer for your Uchiha? Come on, try to save it on your own. This piece of shit. As then Naruto pressed it underneath his chin and pressed it, causing the bullet to shoot out from his skull. Oops, might have accidentally killed your Uchiha. What now, kid? What now? How many more are you going to kill? Not many. As Naruto pressed another button. Time for the final show. As the three seats turned, as now they were on a higher platform. Turns out they were no longer within the Uzumaki estate. They were atop of the Hokage monument. What is this place? As it was broad daylight, as Naruto turned the chairs to the other side. Surprise! As their eyes widened in horror. Because where supposed to be was Konoha was nothing. Tell me this is a Genjutsu. No. I wiped out the village as soon as you arrived. There was a huge explosions everywhere. Now this is nothing more than a plain land. How? Simple, because I wanted to get revenge on you and on Konoha for making my life living hell since I was a young kid. Oh, the satisfaction that I had. Alas, the ramen guy had to die. I love those ramens. But, you know what they say. There's always something new out there for you to try. And besides, I've been eating ramen all my life. But for the past 3 years, I haven't had any. Still didn't. And now, I don't need it anymore. Naruto, how could you? This place was your home. It never was, Sakura. It never was. As Naruto then began to walk away. Is that it? You're just gonna leave us? Yes. I want you three to remain there. But leaving you alive, I never said that. As their eyes widened as they were suddenly sprayed by blood, as well as a scent that would attract vultures soon. And that is when they saw the vultures surrounding the sky. As they tried to break free, only for the vultures to dive down and begin to bite them, tearing their flesh apart, bit by bit, piece by piece. All they could do was sit and scream, trying to wiggle themselves out of that grip, but they couldn't. As Naruto skipped and began to walk freely, the game is over. But I like being master now. This master persona. It's amazing. I must continue this. Konoha has gotten its judgment, but there's still many out there, like Gato, like Konoha, that need to suffer. Well, One game might have ended, but another one, a grander one, is about to begin, said Naruto with a sinister smile as he laughed, before the screen went black. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my Polo Chia channel as well. As this is it for the day, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.